Hello guys, this is your modern day spokesperson and welcome back to my channel. And if you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe and welcome. So today guys, let's quickly get at it. Just want to do a brief video on borrowing costs standard IAS 23. Now, according to their definition, it's a very general definition. Borrowing costs, actually, what they mean, costs and interest incurred by an enterprise in connection with the borrowing of funds. So this is basically the cost that you incur when you borrow funds, right? Pretty straightforward there. And well, also this concept of a qualifying asset. It's an asset that necessarily takes a substantial period of time to get ready for its intended use or sale, like a manufacturing plant or a power generation facility. So, in a nutshell, the borrowing costs are those costs that would have not been incurred or would have been avoided if expenditure on the qualifying asset was not made. So, it's basically all the costs that are necessary to bring the asset into proper condition for its intended use or sale. So, those are the costs that we name as borrowing costs. So I wanted to quickly go and look at this concept of capitalization. Can be confusing at times, but when we talk about capitalization is when we record something as an asset instead of an expense, instead of recording it as an expense. So this means that the expenditure will appear on the statement of financial position rather than on the statement of income as an expense. For example, if we are going to be manufacturing, let's say this is our power generation plant, and it's being manufactured on the 1st of January. That's when the manufacturing starts, on the 1st of January 2020, and it's going to be ready by, let's say, the 1st of August 2020. So the period from the 1st of August, for the period of from the 1st of January up until the 1st of August, that is the capitalization period. So that simply means that all the costs that were incurred during that period from when the asset was put into manufacturing up until the day where the capitalization stopped, when the asset has become of use or is ready to be used as intended by management. So that period is called the capitalization period. So we add the cost of that period to the cost of the asset. That's what we mean when we say we are capitalizing costs. You're actually taking the costs that you incurred in that period before the asset was ready for use, and then you're going to add them to the total cost of the asset, the qualifying asset, I must say. So that's basically it, guys. There's nothing very difficult about this capitalization process. So if you borrowed funds, that means you're also going to capitalize the interest that you're going to incur for the period when the asset is still being manufactured, and the end date will obviously be, in this case, the 1st of August 2020, when the asset has become ready to be used or sold as intended by management. So you also capitalize finance costs and also the depreciation for that period if it's a depreciable asset in this case. Yeah, so you're going to minus that with the depreciation for the year. But I'm going to get more into detail with that in part 2. Here, I just wanted to give you an idea of what capitalization is, because people, seem to get confused a bit. I used to get confused. So no, it's nothing to get confused about. And if you do get confused, please leave a comment on the comment section and I'll attend to that. And also please just page around this standard and see maybe there's some things that might, be interest of you there. It's quite a nice standard for borrowing costs. And another thing, guys, please don't study this thing in isolation. We also have the PPE, right? The PPE, under my E is a bit ugly. PPE standard IAS 16. Right? IAS 16. Forgive me for my ugly handwriting. So you need to study this standard too. As you know, in accounting, we don't study things in isolation. Everything is almost connected to everything. So you need to know the standard, because borrowing costs can be or is examinable maybe together with a topic such as maybe leasing of an asset with the leases. So you need to know how to integrate those things. So this is some very useful knowledge on the property, plant and equipment standard. Nda.